Whether you partied with him in a club at Sydney or watched him play football for the Sydney Convicts, or you may be an avid bobsledding fan, either way, Simon Dunn has made headlines the past couple of weeks, being named the hottest man for 2015 in Attitude Magazine's Hot 100. And good news, Simon joins us on the phone. Simon, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be named the hottest man for 2015?
It's a little surreal. I honestly don't think I am, but I'll take it, and the free trip to London I'll also take as well.
Well, they flew you there for the announcement. How did that go?
So before I got on the flight, I wasn't actually aware that I had won. I just thought I was going out there as a kind of a get-together and to attend the party. It wasn't until I landed that it actually had told me.
Oh, wow. So
I was definitely shocked.
Huge surprise, like beating names like Channing Tatum, Zac Efron, Tom Daley, Liam Payne, Chris Evans. That's got to stroke the ego just a little bit.
Yeah, so I beat actual celebrities.
Yeah, like well-known celebrities.
Yeah, not just me who pushes sleds and takes underwear selfies.
Has it properly sunk in yet? Have you sort of woken up and gone, holy crap, this is like an international magazine and they've got me at the top of the list?
To be honest, it hasn't. It still seems all a little bit too weird for me at the moment. So,
and how did you make the nomination process?
So basically what happens is Attitude Magazine get their viewers to vote on who they think is the hottest, and you do a little bit of campaigning, and then, they voted for me.
And did you do a lot of campaigning, or was it all very behind the scenes? It sort of happened and blew up out of nowhere?
I just posted a photo of asking people to vote for me.
What? Just one photo?
Yeah. Two, actually.
Because you've got a fairly big Instagram account, though, don't you? Or a large number of followers?
Yeah, I've got a few.
Just how many do you have, just on average?
At this point, just over 30,000 at the moment.
Wow. That's a lot.
So there's a couple.
That might have helped your chances at winning.
And I'm assuming my mother voted a lot.
Well, I was gonna ask, how's the family taking it?
Mum's proud, and I thank her for the genetics, but I didn't really do much. I wake up in the morning, I do my hair, and I train for bobsleigh. So it's not that the Australian bobsleigh team will actually have to work to do it, but
it's just it just happened for you, which is fantastic. It's great to have an Aussie at the top of the list, and an Aussie that we all sort of went out and partied with on weekends instead of an untouchable or an untouchable celebrity that more often than not take these crowns.
Yeah, exactly, and I didn't party that much, did I?
Oh, a little bit. I'm sure we shared the dance floor at one stage.
We may have.
I was probably as drunk as you are, or were. Now, with great honour, Simon, comes great responsibility. What does it mean for you, being the hottest man for 2015? Do you have a role, or have Attitude given you any responsibilities?
Not too many. For me, the main thing, the reason I even made the list is because of bobsleigh. So at this time of the year, I've got to focus on the upcoming season, and I'm also coming back to Australia in September to try out again. So I've got to put all the fun stuff on the back burner and focus on what I'm actually here for.
Which is, of course, the bob sledding. I want to get to that in a second, but the listeners would be very disappointed if I don't ask, are you single? Is the hottest man for 2015 single?
He is.
Very much so.
Single.
Wow. And so what's your type, Simon?
I am taking offers, though.
Well, I was going to say, are the offers coming in hard and fast now that you've been named sexiest man alive?
There's a few. Steady stream, but no keepers.
No potentials. What do you look for in a guy? Of course, asking for the listeners' sake.
I guess I'm not that picky. I just want someone who can deal with my obsession with rugby and sport altogether. So if they don't mind being dragged along to rugby games, then it'll work.
Perfect. I don't think there would be many a gay man who would disagree being taken along to a rugby match to watch grown men who are very strong run around in tight short shorts tackling each other.
Exactly.
Gonna be a hard one. Well, there you go. That's you can use this audio bite if you like, Simon, for your dating profile, and for everyone else out there listening. This is what Simon's into.
Does Grindr accept sound bites, or?
I don't know. We'll have to get them to upgrade or do something.
Yeah, we will.
Are you on Grindr?
I'm sure if you pay the extra.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Of course not.
I deny it. Now, let's talk bobsledding. How did you get involved?
Yep.
It's not really I guess it's not really a natural jump from rugby to bobsledding. How did that come about?
It's an easy crossover sport from rugby. Bobsledding itself is made up of sprinters, rugby players, and footballers. So when I'd moved here to play a little bit of rugby, I actually got the chance to try out through my work.
Yeah.
And so the rest is history. And now I'm a former rugby player and a current bobsledder.
Yeah. Now, of course, you're living in Canada, in Calgary at the moment.
Calgary, yes.
Calgary. Of course, I knew I'd pronounced that wrong.
Yeah.
What's it like living there?
There's not too much snow it's all right. It's very quiet. Especially when I come from Sydney, so you can imagine it's a big lifestyle change. But I'm here to train, and it doesn't snow in Sydney, so I guess I'm stuck here.
And how often are you training?
Every day.
Every day, and
yeah.
Like most listeners won't know what is involved in bobsledding. In fact, I've got absolutely no idea apart from what I saw in the 1993 movie Cool Runnings. What's a day of training involve?
For me, it's a lot of Olympic lifting, some powerlifting, sprint training, and there's also, when it is winter, we get out on the track.
And you said you had to come back to Australia in September to try out again. Is that for the Australian team to compete in the Olympics?
No, so that'll be for the Australian team to compete in the next upcoming season. The next Olympics is in 2018, so I still have a little bit of time to get ready for that.
Okay, so you've still got to try out for each season.
Correct.
That's a lot of hard work. How do you manage that, a social lifestyle, and I guess you have to work at the same time as well?
Correct. So I work full time, and I don't do the social lifestyle thing. I work and train basically.
So you'll have to find, when you find this future husband of yours, he's going to be very, very tolerant of not having much time with you.
Yeah. Very boring.
Yeah. Now
they can see me at night time.
Fair enough. That's all right. That might be a plus, a bonus. Now,
isn't that the best time?
Oh, exactly. And it's minimal time as well spent with a significant other. It's ideal. Now, are there any plans to return to Sydney one day, or are you enjoying living abroad?
I'll always be a Sydney boy, so once bobsleigh's finished, I plan to come back and be back with the convicts playing rugby.
Fantastic. It will be good to have you back for the team, because I'm sure they're missing you.
Maybe not. We'll see. Find out.
Well, Simon, thank you so much for chatting with us, and congratulations for winning the Hot 100, coming number one, first position, pole position.
Thanks, Troy.
For the Attitude magazine. Yeah. It's available to purchase online through their website, and people, of course, can follow your adventures, bobsleighing and taking plenty of shirtless selfies and in your underwear, which are proving very popular on your Instagram account, which is
at Bobsleigh Simon.
Beautiful. Thank you, Simon, for your time today, and good luck with it all.
Thanks, Trey.